Welcome to UWRT 1103. I'm going to do a quick video just sort of going over the Canvas page. I know you're already kind of working with it. This is just a little, extra help. This is our home page with some class information up here. So I have a Zoom sort of office and the link is here. It takes you to the module. So I'm going to click on that really quick so you can see. So if you go here, this is the student view. This should be what you see. So this is where you would go to sign up for help. It's going to authorize. Hopefully it works this time. And sorry, I had to leave student view to make this work. It wouldn't load. So this is what the sign up schedule kind of looks like. I do like group meetings, workshops, and the small group stuff on a different sign up sheet. Those will also be under the Zoom, Zoom office like module. So you'll have office hours and then you'll have your workshops and things listed under there. It always uses the same link. It always goes to my one personal Zoom room. Okay, so this is how it works. So I'll have that week available and then the times listed. You can sign up. You can always just, if you don't see somebody available, you can always drop in. This is just time I'll have Zoom up and I'll just sort of be there if anybody has an appointment or wants to drop in and ask a question kind of face to face. Sometimes that's a little faster than waiting on email. So if it's important, you might want to do that. And then also you can request an appointment, and if there's nothing here that works and you still want to meet, you can always just send me an email, ask if there's another time that you can meet. And I'm trying to go backward, but it's a little hard because I'm switching in and out of student and teacher view. Back here on the home page, back in student view, so we were just talking about email, Zoom office, office hours. This week you're working through the Start Here materials, the Zoom office, our assignment sheets for our major assignments. This is not a working link yet. When we get ready to go over it, I'll unlock that. Coffee shop resources, again, I'll add those when we kind of get there. The coffee shop is a discussion. It sort of allows kind of another way to get help. I kind of say there's no reason to ever not know what's going on, what we're doing, because you have email, we have Zoom. I know it's a little bit harder because it is asynchronous, but the coffee shop also helps with that. A lot of times after a presentation or pretty much any activity, I'll prompt you to go to the coffee shop and post a question. If you miss something, you can always request help or request somebody to help you make up something. So this is for any questions we have about platforms we're using, assignment questions, if you need peer feedback, if you need to make up a workshop, and I prompt you to make it up that way. Interesting research results, questions on class content, anything that you post here, and it's always a good way to help also bring up course engagement grades and things like that to be involved in another way. But again, this is also to make other students available to you as well, so it can also kind of help your course engagement grade if you're also coming here and answering other students' questions. So basically, rather than just having email for me and maybe waiting on me to get back to your email, you can always post it here. And if I'm not available right then, another student might be. And when you post questions here, everybody can see it. So if lots of other people have the same question, everybody can see the answer. So it just kind of makes everything more efficient and able to get kind of help and answers to questions a lot quicker. Back to home. Okay. So the other thing is just kind of this week, how stuff works. You're going to your Start Here and it takes you to this module, and there's 3 open right now. Obviously the Zoom office, these pages that sort of just intro the class a little bit more. And then you have your week 1. So just kind of an idea about how this works. Each week you have a module for that week. You have a calendar. You can open it up and just sort of see it all in kind of a visual calendar. So the calendar is divided up by session, and I want to explain just a little bit about how sessions work. So the reason why I kind of have everything divided up is because this class is asynchronous. There are no formal class meetings or class days. So a session is just a way during the week for me to group up work. So I divided up into 3 sessions. So you have work that's due typically Tuesday, work that's due Thursday, and work that you can get in by Sunday. I post it, Monday or Tuesday at the beginning of the week. So you are able to work ahead if you want to. It kind of just makes sure that with the amount of work that you have during the week, that it's kind of grouped up by topic and the order that things need to get done in, but it also gives you the flexibility to work ahead or work around your schedule a little bit also. This week we only have 2 sessions. Don't get used to that. Just because, started on Tuesday and all that. So first group of work is just all our intro stuff. You can always kind of click through the module to go to each page at a time, or you can use the links here to go to everything individually. And then session 2 I'll be unlocking in just a little bit here, so you can kind of start working on that stuff, and that stuff is just going to be due by Sunday. And it does kind of finish up finishes up just our intro stuff, and then kind of gets into our first like couple of things to begin the term with. I want to go through a couple of these. I'm going to open up the syllabus activity and just explain a little bit, just to make sure that you're, looking over the syllabus. This is more of a scavenger hunt, and what I mean is, like, for all quizzes, and I do use a lot of often like little short quizzes just at the ends of like lectures, activities, things like that, kind of just for practice and just to like highlight some things. You get 3 attempts at every quiz. They're more for practice than necessarily and refreshing than necessarily like assessment, for people to see like where they have questions. That's kind of why you get 3 attempts. You can always kind of go back and work on it, and you have to have you just have to make 1 attempt, the first attempt by the due date, and then you can always go back and revise if you want to after that. So you just have to take it 1 time by the actual due date. And then we have our awkward class intros, set up and submitting the writing folder. This is the other thing I'll go through. Just to have a folder in your Google Drive, and to have like your daily work and major assignments just kind of split up in there. Daily work is pretty much like everything. It just sort of lets me like differentiate between that and like where your drafts are for like your project and things for your portfolio, stuff like that. So I also want to note that on the side here you have an option to integrate your Google Drive in with Canvas. It makes it a lot easier. So a couple little tips here. It doesn't work in my student view. It doesn't seem like, so tool is not available while masquerading as a student. So it won't let me kind of show you how to do that. But if you click on the Google Drive, it'll prompt you to integrate and sign in, and then you can see all your stuff like in Canvas also. Couple other things on the home page. You also have your like to-do list. So I'll put, if it's like a reading assignment, like everything will be on here. I do highly recommend that you not rely on this for classwork. Here's why. If you have a module that has a few things in a certain order, like a reading or a video and then an activity, if you're just looking through here and you're just clicking on it, it's just going to take you to 1 page of an activity that may have 3 different pages, and it causes a lot of unnecessary confusion about what that activity is. It's always better to go through, and here's another way to get to the calendar, and then it's just going to bring you right back here. Last couple of things, syllabus, and click on it here. It takes you to the link, as well as you can see kind of the calendar with dates and everything. Just another way to kind of see like the course summary, list of everything that we're doing. Announcements, grades, your grade book. I want to explain quickly something about the grade book. So It'll give you all your activities here. It'll give you the places where you're actually seeing like the parts of your grade, so like your course engagement grade, your writing feedback engagement grade, at the end of the semester the portfolio grade. So it gives you those things down here. This is worth nothing. It's just a place where I keep like extra assignments to move in. So it'll give you course engagement grade, quizzes, writing feedback, portfolio, and you'll be able to see your full grade here. This is where you can always access your modules. We'll be using this a lot this semester, the writing resource, or sorry, the library resources, because we're going to be working with this for, and some things it won't, oh, it is popping up. We'll be using a lot of this for some of our work this semester. Academic support, if you need help with anything, or you want to ask me about any of this stuff, there's supplemental tutoring, workshops. There's all you can go to. You can visit the Writing Resources Center. I believe that's something that's listed under tutoring, and something I'll kind of talk about a little bit. So you can always go here to look for ways you can get some help with academics if you run into it. And again, your Google Drive. So I think that is everything for kind of going over how everything works. Please post in the coffee shop or send me an email if you have any questions, but preferably the coffee shop so everybody can see the answers. Okay, peace.